lost my train of thought. It's a word. What quest? 200 people. 200 people showed up for a party. I am not that popular. I've never been to a party with 200 people. I'm sure you guys all saw the news. There's an Airbnb, normal reservation. 200 people showed up for a party. They also brought guns, drugs, and about 5 people got arrested. So I just want to take a second, talk about this and go over the ways that we prevent 200 people from showing up to our Airbnbs. We prevent 20 people showing up for our Airbnbs. It all goes hand in hand. It works for us, maybe it'll work for you. One of the things I want to talk about is what not to do. Because when people are afraid of who's going to be staying at their place, what that also does is prevent you from making the required revenue to actually make that a great Airbnb, make the kind of cash flow you're supposed to make. And what most people do is turn off Instabook on Airbnb. What that allows you to do is just have people be able to book without being approved. What people want is for someone to be able to request to be able to book and have you approve it. So that way you can see who's going to be staying at your place. But the way Airbnb looks at that is just a restriction. So what's important to them is the guest experience. It's not only at your place, but it's also online. It's also within the app. What they want to do is make sure that guests can get in and out, they can get to the property that they need to, and they can check out quickly. So the better that experience is going to be for them, the higher they're going to rank those properties. Obviously, there's quite a few other things that go into it, but the Instant Book feature is going to promote your property much higher. Use these next 2 things and make sure you can monitor your property and make sure that you get the guests that you are actually looking for, not the ones that throw a party for 200 people. Really good time. First thing is, and I'm always blown away when I don't see these active Airbnbs, is some kind of video camera. Usually it's a doorbell. It is the main one that you need. It should go on the door that has the main access to smart lock on your property, so you can see guests coming in and out. You know how many people are staying at your property. It's also a great way to get additional revenue. We can go over that in another video, but you should be having eyes on that no matter what. I also recommend getting a camera in your backyard too. Now, if you have nothing going on back there, it's just grass, sure, why bother? But for people that have pools, hot tubs, even like a fire pit or any kind of patio where there's liability, really is that it's the main reason for it is you have video footage if anything were to happen. But it's also going to prevent 200 people from going to your house. So you should know once there's 15, 20, depending on how many actually sleeps. The next thing that is most important is your house rules. The higher your level of fear, the higher your fees and fines should be in your house rules. The nicer the place, making them more and more strict. What you want to do is people can see those in Airbnb. People also get them in our messages. We also have them framed in the house as well. We make them very apparent. We make sure they understand them. No one's just booking a place and then the day of deciding, hey, I should throw a party for 200 people. That is pre-planned. Maybe it wasn't going to be 200, but they were planning on having some sort of event. What you want to do is make your place unattractive for those things, for those people, and make them make them just question if it's worth it at your place because of the house rules, because there's a camera. Make your house rules as strict as possible, make them the fines as high as possible, make sure they say no unauthorized guests, a high fee, and it's a good way to collect additional fees if they do have additional people come. Hopefully this helps. It's worked great for us. We haven't had any real big issues. We've been able to address those issues pretty quickly, and again, Airbnb is going to empower you to kick those guests out, so you do have a lot of control. I feel like a lot of hosts are a little leery of, you don't want to get that bad review, but if someone's breaking your house rules, you can get that review removed. You need to be empowered by them, and you need to enforce those rules and not be afraid of Instabook. Have any other questions, let me know.